Hello and welcome. My name is Jevin, and welcome back to a Sunday StarCof podcast. I am joined as always by Leah Martell, Brad Malone, and Stephanie Gomez. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm
As always, Brad's playing a video game. He's probably killing robots or something. I don't know. He's kind of half here, but maybe some of the topics will catch his interest today because we have a lot of different kinds of things.
OU.
Starting off in like more recent news, yesterday, no, not yesterday. Well, yesterday is from recording this, but on Tuesday morning, but on Monday night, we recorded an Oscar podcast. So if you want to know our opinions and what we thought about the Oscars and everything about the Oscars, go watch that video. Another thing that just came out today as of to February 24th is a rated R version of the 90s Power Rangers. It's like a 14-minute short and really super violent, but
Pretty steamy.
James Vanderbeek is in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so and it's
I haven't seen him in a while.
yeah, it's actually really good. And
Friends.
what? The dude
What?
from Friends? Are you
No, I
serious?
said you two friends. Because you said hadn't seen him in a while. I was
Oh,
Oh, okay.
when you gotta explain it, it's
Oh
not
my
fun.
god.
no, it's okay. You
Um,
tried. You'll get a star for trying.
Gold
Uh,
star for effort.
what else? It's a really good short. Everybody should go watch it. It really kind of takes the premise of Power Rangers and shows it in modern day, kind of like real life, what happened to them, and really good. I really enjoyed it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it's good. It's a must watch.
It's kind of hard to picture because, like, sometimes I watch Power Rangers at my sister's place,
Mhm.
and it's so cheesy but so like
This is-
hilariously
This is
good.
not cheesy. It's like serious.
Well, yeah,
and,
I'm just saying it's hard to go from that, from what you know, from what you've seen,
Mhm.
and then try to make it really hardcore. And I would imagine they've done something really cool with it. So
Porn.
I mean, I think he has. It's really good. But he basically, the director said that he wouldn't make. This is the film that he would make, the 14-minute version, rated R action film. If they gave him $200 million, he would not want to do Power Rangers because he's already done it.
mm.
You know, there's nothing more to, because he's not really a Power Ranger fan. Just somebody said you should do it, and he did it. So sticking to kind of more recent news, let's talk about uh, the new Rock Band game.
I'm so excited.
So, if you're a fan of like musical games, Rock Band is it's I think above and beyond at least my favorite. Guitar Hero was huge, and then there's the games like SingStar that just focus on singing. Guitar Hero was just guitars. Rock Band actually was the first one to bring everything together, especially Rock Band 3 because it introduced piano and harmonies, so you could have multiple vocals. I think up to 3 different vocals. So,
Yeah, I think what Rock Band allows the general public too, and I know that similar comments have been made about it. It allows people who do not carry any musical talent,
mhm,
like myself,
mhm.
to experience the joy and
That's
the
not true. She can totally bust out a good verse. You drop her a beat and she goes. But that's besides the point. Anyways, continue.
oh my god, look at how red
I
your
want
face.
you to drop a beat now, okay?
That's only for special moments.
Yeah, join us on Friday for drunken discussions, and we can probably get her
For special moments.
get it out of her. Just give her a few drinks, and we probably get out of her.
That's true.
It'll happen.
No, but it gives people an opportunity who are not really around the musical making world to experience what it's like to play a song with someone and that camaraderie and that it's so much more than just a game. I think it's an experience and I love it. And I remember when I got Rock Band. and me and my neighbor, we literally played all 5.5 hours of it.
Of the campaign, or just all
Yeah,
the songs? Yeah, the campaign.
we played it
I mean,
through.
that's the part I love. I loved the entire campaign where you actually like started out in a van and you try to gradually tour up to a actual band. And then in Rock
You
Band
guys and
3,
your
they added real instruments. You could plug in your actual guitar and play it for the music, or an actual piano, or an actual drum set, like a pro drum set, electric drum set that you could plug in for the pro mode. They had like an all pro mode or whatever it was called.
you guys and your Rock Band. I had Guitar Hero. All right.
Yeah, that was like the poor man's Rock Band. The
It
people
came
that
out before Rock Band. It
yeah,
was the original
but
Rock Band.
I never had anything past a GameCube for a very long time. So, I only got to play my friends, Rock Band and Guitar Hero and all that stuff. So, but
it's
the
such
times
a
I
good.
did, I mean,
I mean, it's
yeah,
expensive. It was like $350 for all the instruments when Rock Band 1 came out.
yeah.
And that was just the instruments in the game. You didn't. There was no console attached to that. I think the console package
Yeah.
was like $600 or something. Um, so it's a hefty drop, but I mean the amount of entertainment you're getting from that $350, I think is definitely worth it. Especially once you get the drum sets and the guitars and everything, you have them, so you don't have to buy them anymore, and you can just keep buying the games. Like I have Rock Band 2, I have Rock Band Beatles, I have Rock Band 3, and then there's tons and tons and tons of DLC for them, like all the song packs and stuff like that you can always constantly download. So,
What was the song to play?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Good choice.
I loved Enter Sandman. I love playing the drums on that song.
I couldn't keep up with it. That's why I didn't like it.
I love it. That pattern was just
I would
so.
play the bass on that song, and I just couldn't keep up. That is like a rough bass.
Yeah.
Ugh. Unless you have the double finger bass, which they came out with later, the one that had like two separate things. Because on
Yeah.
hard mode, it was impossible to do anything above hard Enter the Sandman. Well, at least for me, without the like on bass without the double strummer.
It's really hard to get past that South Park song for me. I think that was the hardest song.
Really?
Especially when you were doing a singing campaign and you had to go do 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 Timmy or whatever it does.
Yeah.
Timmy and the Lords of the Underworld, or what is that song?
Timmy, Lord of the Underworld.
There were some like good achievements for that game. There was finish an entire song on expert or whatever the hardest mode with two instruments. So I've seen a lot of people
Singing and playing an instrument.
singing and playing an instrument. It was
Holy crap.
so tough because it was so
Trying
tough.
to get that achievement too, like, or trying to do that.
Mhm.
It's so funny. I remember like me and Paula would like make mic stands out of like our trash cans and
Oh my
tape
God.
it and ghettoify it. Oh, it was
That was
awesome.
before they started selling them, right? Because they started selling Rock Band mic stands.
Yeah, that was way before.
Yeah.
I mean, this was like
That was I think Rock Band 2. They started selling Rock Band mic stands.
this was
And,
Rock
like
One.
Rock Band guitar holders and Rock Band special sticks, and then they added cymbals to the drums, and they added the double bass, the double strum bass, and then they added all kinds of stuff. The super heavy metal drum set that was like $1,000 or whatever. Do y'all remember that? It had like 3 cymbals, and it was like really heavy duty, and it had a
I think I do remember that.
it had
Yeah.
a double kick pedal, and it was
Well, and then Guitar
ridiculous.
Hero was a competition, and
Mhm.
with the Guitar Hero World Tour came
Mhm.
out.
And then
To
Rock
get-
Band did that, and it actually launched some people like actual like 3 bands toured for Rock Band, like
Yeah, there's
national.
like rock band competitions,
Yeah, and
like make money off of it.
Yeah,
top-
it got really
the
popular.
top 3 bands like went on a big tour, and then I think because of Rock Band, it started a huge movement for air instrument players. like the
Oh yeah.
professional like professional air drummers and air guitarists and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, I do. Yeah, there was like competitions, whole competitions, like who's the
Yeah,
best air guitarist? I know there were people that were like, literally
they're so like
entire
they know
songs.
it's like, but I've you know I've seen interviews of some of those guys and they don't know how to play an instrument. They just know how to act like they're playing an instrument really well,
Hmm.
which I think is insane. Uh, so moving on, we'll stick into the video game realm. A game that Leah probably should play because she's a big PlayStation fan. It's on PlayStation and PC, I believe. The Order 1886.
Right.
Uh,
It's gotten some like varying
really
reviews
questionable
and
reviews.
questionable reviews. Some people really like it. Some people are like, I don't really like it. So the Order
So I really
1886,
like it.
the Order,
It's
it's like it's an alternate British universe where werewolves and different half breeds exist, and it's like a
basically
What's it
steampunk.
called?
The Order
steampunk, Order
1886.
1886. Its trailers are good, the graphics are good, it plays good. It's, in all accounts, if just a fine game.
Hmm.
However, it's only 5 hours long.
Yeah, that's what some people have said, but other people said you can squeeze like 10 hours out of it.
If you're slow.
Yeah, if you're slow, but it's
But Brad's not.
for an average gamer, it's probably going to be 5 hours,
And
and it's a
I've
full.
also heard that a lot of those 5 hours is actually cutscenes.
Yeah, because it goes seamlessly between cutscenes and gameplay. Sometimes you just don't even realize you're playing because it'll just cut to gameplay. That's how seamless it is. But yeah, and it's a full retail price. It's $60. So that was a question I was gonna ask. Is um is the $60 kind of price? Does the length of the game matter for that? For if you're gonna pay $60, does the length of the game matter?
If the story's good enough.
Yeah.
How long is the gameplay on Last of Us?
16
You mean that
hours,
movie?
14 hours. Yeah, the movie.
Do you mean that movie?
Like I think it's like 14 to 16 hours.
Was that a joke? Was
No,
that
no. Last of Us is a movie. It's not a video game.
The Last of Us?
Yeah,
That's a video game.
no, it's a movie.
That
No,
is a movie.
It's a movie.
It's
I love
a
that game.
It's
game.
but
See,
no,
that's the kind of shit that I
You
don't
love it because it's a movie.
it's a
shit.
movie. Exactly. It's shot like.
Okay,
But however, that's like that it
Like-
is a like a 14 to 16 hour game.
well, Beyond Two Souls was like close to. Oh, I feel like it was close to 20 hours.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's a long ass game.
But you had a lot of fun with it and you got a lot out of it, so it was fully worth your fully worth your $60. But if a game is only have 5 hour campaign, and there's no multiplayer, there's no planned DLC right now, is it worth your $60?
Is it worth it? Let me stop.
That's
Let me
I mean,
work.
that's the question, like, because
I don't know. Like it depends. It depends how like how much fun it is. Is it the kind of game that you can go back and visit and just have fun with it, or is it just one of those games that's like meh? Like once you're done with the story, there's nothing else.
No, it's just the story. There's nothing. So I mean, I guess you could play it on a harder difficulty.
Maybe
But,
yeah.
it's like playing a movie, like I said, because a lot of it's cutscenes and then goes to gameplay. So yeah, I mean, with recent games coming out that have been broken, like Assassin's Creed Unity and not name other games, but at least this one's not broken, but it is lacking. And a lot of people have criticized it for that. What do you think, Brad?
The Last of Us?
No, Order 1886.
I think I've pretty much given my opinion on that. 5 hours for $60. I don't care how good the game actually is. I mean, it better be sent from God.
So
That's quite-
you wouldn't pay for it.
No,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not
I'm
gonna pick
gonna
that up.
segue into. Did you? This is not on our list, but
Mhm.
what is that game that you made me play, Brad? That
Okay.
one you sat me down and it was in the office and it like made itself or did something. You remember that game?
Made it
Where
so
you're
it's
like
not
this
50.
guy in an office, like pushing buttons.
Oh, the Stanley Parable.
The Stanley
Oh, that is
Parable.
such a good game.
Did you pay for that?
Yeah, I paid for that.
But it wasn't $60.
No,
It was
not at
like
all. That was
15.
15,
Yeah,
$10.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's why digital Steam is so great because they can push out full length and full games
Well,
for
I
super
wouldn't
cheap.
How does that
call
compare
Stanley
to
Parable a
this?
full game. That was a
Oh,
small game with many different endings.
yeah, but so many people have like copied it and done things from it. I think it was a proof of concept kind of saying, "Hey, this is a game type now. Let's steal this and make it into
Stanley
various different."
Parable was just a really good game
Yeah.
that really emphasized storytelling to a point.
Yes.
Graphics weren't that all that amazing. Gameplay was just literally walking around and pushing a button. But the storytelling of the game was so superb that it literally could just. I think I sat down and played that game for like 20 hours or something.
See, exactly, and it
It
was
was
only like
ridiculously
10 or
silly.
15 bucks.
Yeah, ridiculously silly.
I think the thing about Stanley Parable is that it wasn't a storyline that somebody had written out for you. Because in Stanley Parable, there's a narrator and it says, "You do this," but you don't
And then you do
have
something
to
else.
do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can follow the story completely and do exactly what the narrator says, or you can go do a myriad of many different things throughout the entire world. I think I really enjoyed that game.
Also, British people are the best people at narrating stories.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, they're so great. Uh, what's another video game kind of thing?
Well, a game coming up that those of us who own a
Right.
PlayStation 4 might be able to pick up, Bloodborne, the
Yep.
sequel to Demon Souls,
Yes.
though I don't believe Leah or Steph have played any of the Souls series games.
Probably not.
Meh.
Demon Souls is kind of like what's the game?
Oh shit.
Uh, I can't
It's
remember the name.
it's a hard game.
It's kind of like Dark Souls, like the same
well,
basic
oh
premise.
yeah. Well, I mean, Dark Souls is based on Demon Souls.
Oh, okay. See,
Demon Souls is the original Dark
Okay.
Souls.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, I mean, they aren't related in like the same universe, but I mean,
Mhm.
same guys did the same things. Yada yada yada. He went from Demon Souls to Dark Souls.
Oh, okay. So now they're just another company is picking it up.
No, no, maybe they're two separate IPs of basically the same exact game, just in different universes.
Oh, okay.
So Dark Souls is quote unquote the spiritual successor to Demon Souls.
Gotcha.
That's
But
it.
now they're
That's
actually making an actual sequel to Demon Souls called Bloodborne.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So Steph and Leah are again having a completely another conversation
Yeah, now you know how I feel,
Yeah.
huh?
away from the audience,
I'm sorry.
which is the worst part.
No.
I know when Leah is having a conversation with somebody else because she sits very silently in an exact position and has a slight grin on her face. She goes
That's it. That's it. That's how you know. I'm
exactly
just.
like that. It's like
I don't have a
really
filter.
small grin, and then Steph is just like giggling at her phone. She's always looking down.
Just like-
Haha, Leah called them nerds.
Oh my god.
Them and their boy talk.
So moving on to comic news, I want to bring up the
I
discussion.
feel like.
What?
Wait, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I feel like we should have like, because you know how in the news, like after the Oscars, they were like, "What did Julie Andrews whisper to Lady Gaga?" And then like I watched the news for
Mhm.
like. I was getting my nails done, so I was like, it was kind of one of those things. It was on. I was watching it anyway. So,
Mhm.
but anyways, I watched the whole segment, like paid attention to it, and all they did was read her lips. Are you okay? I feel like we should have one of those. What did Stephanie and Leah talk about on the set? Stay tuned for
Well,
Friday's update.
I mean, with
And then
that,
we reveal.
No,
Yeah.
that was kind of a stupid comment. Sorry.
with that, they
No,
can like read
that
your
was-
lips. Y'all just through your phones.
I don't.
And unless Brad is like hacking into your computer or your phone, which he may be, I don't know. Then we have no idea what you guys could have said.
I'll tell you.
No, I cannot hack into your phone, unfortunately.
I mean, you
I don't have
could.
that
Not
ability.
yet, that is.
You could. It is an Android, so it does have that open source software. Anyways, Marvel versus DC. I want to ask who people think is better.
Marvel.
I like Daredevil.
So Marvel. I mean, I've read more Marvel comics, so and I like the Marvel universe more. So Marvel is me.
Cannot wait for the Avengers and the Infinity
Like-
Gauntlet.
Yes,
We've already seen, I think, almost all of the Infinity Stones.
we have.
I don't know. I
No,
love
we're missing 2.
Icon.
I believe the dude's cocoon was seen in the collector's place, and he's
Mhm.
got one of the stones.
Mhm.
Um, I'm trying to remember where the last stone was seen because it was seen.
All 5 have been seen.
I'm pretty certain. Yeah, there was the Tesseract.
Mhm.
Of course, the one from the Avengers movie.
Mhm. That's
Um,
2. The one from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's 3.
yeah, there's 3. Um, God, I know we've seen more of these things.
I
There was one from a long while back
I know
too.
we've seen 4. I don't know about. Don't remember if there's been 5.
I'll have to look it up quickly.
Okay.
Comic news. I have some news.
Yes. What about comic
The
news?
Orphan Black series comes out tomorrow.
That's not Marvel.
That's not.
No,
Marvel
it's not.
or
It's
comic book.
IDW. But that I'm very excited about it, and they're doing something that is cool. They're not having like issue covers. They're having clone covers. You can order a Sarah cover. You can order a Casima cover. You can order whatever cover you know like, which is cool because the guy that I order comic books from, he told me today, I ordered all of them and I put all of them in your, aside so that you can have first pick at the cover. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
yes.
So when does Orphan Black season 3 come out?
April 18th.
Okay, so the Friday before it comes out, we're gonna have a drunken discussions of Orphan Black and get everybody caught up and kind of talk about season 1 and 2 and what we think about season 3 coming out. So look out for that.
That's probably gonna be 3 hours long.
No, it won't
I'm
be
just
that long.
I'm just kidding.
I will
have
moderate
so much
it
to say
and I
about that.
will cut it short.
There
if I
may be
have
some
to.
crying. There may be some happy dancing. There,
Boise.
we might clone
There may
ourselves.
be some
Maybe.
accents.
Well, going back to Marvel and DC, so
Boise.
Sam Jackson, also known as Nick Fury, publicly said, not just, in an interview, he said, Marvel is above and beyond better because we just have a better universe.
Mm.
So there's that vote. So I'm going to go down through all their entities and we're going to kind of vote. And then from that vote, we'll say who's the best. Movie franchises.
Sorry.
Who do we think wins the movie franchise of? I know DC. You can't count the Christopher Nolan DC because that doesn't count because that's not in the current universe because they're relaunching Batman. So based on the Marvel universe that is set up currently through the Avengers and
I guess we'll come back to the Infinity Stones later.
yeah, and then we'll do that at the end. And then the Man of Steel, like Justice League. What do we think is going to win overall by the end of it? Because they have films planned out until like 2020.
Shit. It's hard to say. I'm a huge Superman fan,
Okay.
and
So did you really like Man of Steel?
I did. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I liked the twist on Jimmy Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of gender bended that one,
Mm-hmm.
and oh gosh, the editor, I forget his name. Yeah, forget his name.
I like Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
1 minute.
Amy
Be right back.
Adams. She's all okay. You're disappearing again.
So Lois Lane is the redhead now, which is awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, and I really love Amy Adams. I think she did a really good job, and I think it was I mean, the way that one film or the film that they released went. I mean, they showed a side of Jover. Hello. Okay.
We're
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. Yeah. So they showed a side of Superman that was like super vulnerable, and like
The latest
Yep.
film, you mean?
yes.
Dark.
And
Yeah.
The one where he destroyed the entire city?
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, and
But apparently he's gonna suffer the consequence. Like that's the whole point of Batman versus Superman.
yeah.
It's the aftermath of him destroying the
I
entire city.
forgot about that. Oh my God, that's right. That's happening.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Henry Cavill, I think that's his
Yeah,
name.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, so I thought he was a great Superman. I mean, like,
He fit the part. I mean, he transformed his entire body. He worked out for like 6 months and got super ripped.
yeah.
Um,
So, I mean, I liked it. I was a big fan.
are
So
y'all happy with
I'm
Zack
interested
Snyder?
in
Because this is Zack Snyder's version of DC, essentially. Because he's
Yeah.
guiding all the films.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll give it to him because it's much better than the Bryan Singer version.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
the Bryan Singer version, it had some good pieces to it, but I mean, in the end, it was just kind of like, what the hell it was just really weird.
We'll cut back to Bryan Singer because I want to talk about him after this because he's been
Yeah.
doing some cool stuff.
Yeah.
With X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So
Has
I'm-
anything happened with his court case?
no more news has come up. I don't believe.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He said news, not nudes.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Nudes.
nudes.
I thought he said news too.
No, no, no.
I thought he said that too, but I was
It's
It's
like,
like he's
no.
in a court case for news. What did he
So-
do? Oh my God.
So again, who wins? I think Marvel wins the movie battle.
Well, yeah, for sure, because
Oh my God.
they've had years on DC.
Yeah,
and
DC got into the game late.
DC's like barely trying to like get on its feet. Like it's just
However,
yeah.
an image of Aquaman has already been released of Jason Momoa as Aquaman, aka the Dothraki king.
Are they gonna finally try to dispel the image of Aquaman as a
Yeah.
useless guy?
If you look up an image of Aquaman, like the new Aquaman, Jason Momoa, it looks badass.
Yeah, Aquaman made fun of for his only power is talking with whales and whatnot, thanks to that silly cartoon. But
Aquaman's a
in
badass.
the comics,
He is
In the
a
comics,
badass.
he's a freaking
Ass.
badass because he's the king of Atlantis. He's just a dominant force, and he has an entire
He-
army behind
my-
him.
God, he does. He is not one to be messed with.
Mm-mm. And I think
Really
he's,
cool eyebrows.
I think he's gonna be the reason why the Justice League
What?
form. I think in Aquaman, it's gonna be the reason why the Justice League have to come together and form because the Justice League, the first Justice League movie comes out, and then Aquaman comes out, and then the Justice League 2 movie comes out a little bit later. And I think whatever happens after the first one is gonna like change. I think they're all gonna be fighting in the first one. Like, just because if you read the comics, Batman actually doesn't like Superman in the beginning.
No, he
Kinda
hates him.
hates him and wants to get rid of him. That's why he comes up with Doomsday. There's actually a short on Netflix called, I believe it's on Netflix, called Batman Doomsday or whatever.
Mm.
And he comes up with a way how to kill all the Justice League superheroes. He has
Batman's got a contingency plan for every
everything,
superhero.
even himself. So it's actually a really good film. So yeah, he does not like Superman in the comics in the beginning because Superman just going around destroying shit constantly and using his powers recklessly. So moving on from movie franchises, TV. I don't know if everybody's been keeping up with the current TV of DC and Marvel, but I think DC has the Arrow and Flash, and then there's a couple new ones coming out. There's going to be on Sci-Fi. There's going to be a Krypton series about Superman's grandfather,
Oh, okay.
and that'll be
Jor-El.
interesting.
Oh,
That's his dad.
It's his dad. Sorry,
Yeah.
I know that. I forget
Um,
his granddaddy's name.
what else? What other shows? I think that's it.
I think that's it.
And then Marvel has Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And then Daredevil coming out later this year.
Which I hear
Netflix.
Agent Carter is like having trouble or something. Like,
Yeah,
or
it's
they
because it's a period piece. It's like right after they actually show scenes from the first Captain America film in the
Mhm.
very beginning of the show, and it's based on Peggy Carter that was with Captain America, and just her basically before Shield starts because Shield's not even established.
I have to
She
say,
does it.
Haley Atwell is badass.
She is a bad. No, I'm really enjoying the show.
Yeah.
It's just not. I'm just trying to see, explain why it wouldn't be as good. It's really good because you get to see Tony Stark's dad,
Mm-hmm.
like back, his Playboy-ness, and see all of his like inventions that basically created, Tony Stark. And you
Yeah.
get to see Jarvis before he dies, like the actual Jarvis person,
Mm.
the Jarvis butler, not just the voice of the robot, of the AI system in Tony Stark's house. So that's really cool. And he's like a consistent character throughout the entire Agent Carter show. And then Agents of Shield is about Shield agents, and you know, it's really good. But I don't, there's not really much to explain more. Personally, actually,
Shield is about Shield agents.
yeah, I mean,
Yep.
that's
That's about
pretty
it.
much it.
That's the best description I've
Yeah,
ever.
thanks.
Yeah.
Personally,
Agents of Shield is about the Agents of Shield.
I think DC wins it. I think because
Yeah.
Arrow, one of the best shows on TV right now.
Oh, if you're bringing shows into it,
Yeah,
well,
TV shows.
And it
I
had,
think
I
DC
mean,
wins in versus Marvel. I think
I
it's
mean,
so
and
much
if
better.
you look at shows before that too, I mean, Smallville was their longest running.
Yeah, that was 10 seasons. I
It's
watched
10
every
seasons,
single
and I
episode.
was obsessed. Like, oh my
Watched,
gosh,
watched every single episode of Smallville.
yeah,
You think that almost paved the way for.
Because it's still all
yeah.
by CW. Because that was on CW. It was actually on the
It was
WB
WB, and then it
back in then
transitioned to
CW. Now they have
season 5.
Arrow,
But
Constantine,
and the cool
and
thing
Flash.
about Smallville though is that they had like a kind of like a little Justice League going on.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Flash, they had Aquaman, they had
Green
uh
Arrow.
Green Arrow, and there was a female character also, I forget her name. But yeah, so like they had their own thing. I think there was one season where they all kind of got together and um
It was the season where they're from the people from the future came to the past because they needed to fix
oh
something.
yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Gosh, I have to rewatch all
I know
that.
the entire thing. Don't even get me started. Um,
Oh,
so
and then his cousin came. Anyways,
mhm.
yeah. I thought that was cool. Supergirl.
Yeah. So the thing about it though is that the TV. See how Marvel's doing it is the TV is interacting with the movies.
Yeah,
DC
that's
are
cool.
kind of keeping them separate because the Flash from the CW show is not the Flash that's going to be in the Justice League, and
the Speed Force.
there is no Green Arrow movie planned. And I think they might recast Green Arrow from the dude that's in the TV show, even though absolutely everybody loves the guy doing Green Arrow right now.
Hmm.
So I think DC wins that. Leah is cracking up about something. Look at
Yeah,
her.
it's just a meme
Oh,
of
okay.
internet. I'm just looking up. I'm totally not in the know of a lot of this information, so
Mhm.
I look it up as you talk about it.
Okay. So we can't even talk about comics because that's just gonna be a fight that nobody's gonna win because both of them are really good. Um, and then video games. Uh,
Howdy doody.
what do we think about the video game franchises?
Oh, what
Who
do you
wins
Oh,
mean?
I
that?
Like
touch those. I don't touch
So like,
them.
trying to classify those is you're you're going through a lot of stuff there.
what are you talking about?
There's so many different genres. I mean, how do you compare them?
You're
What?
talking about like Marvel video games
Marvel
versus
video games versus
DC.
DC
Oh,
video
going back to
games.
Marvel versus DC.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
been talking about that for the last like 5 minutes.
Good Lord.
How do you
Jesus
compare?
Christ.
Well,
Superman video games are absolutely horrible.
Yes.
Spider-Man video games are absolutely horrible.
Yes.
Um,
Avengers video games were
No,
there was one Avengers video game that was good.
I think
Back
the
in the
only
day.
really good
No, do you remember
and
though?
DC games was the Batman games.
Yeah.
Batman Arkham.
I
Oh,
agree.
The
okay, yeah.
Arkham series.
The
Totally.
Arkham series is so good. I think DC wins it
I
based on
can't
that game alone.
think of any Marvel and DC games that are actually good.
Current recent games, no. Like the original Spider-Man game back in the
Yeah,
90s,
I mean,
awesome. But
oh yeah, I love that. I'm sorry. I really
For-
like that one.
for current games, yeah, DC wins hands
God.
down with the Batman
I
series.
still have it.
I just remember watching so many hilarious videos of like the newer Spider-Man games with Spider-Man like failing some quick time events and falling flat on his face, and
Oh
it's just
God, it's so
oh.
bad.
And
Okay,
the Superman games, oh, don't even want to touch those.
moving on to another section of Marvel and s- let's talk about like social networking and how different directors have started using it to their advantage. So movies movies have been kind of gradually leaked out by these directors through like Instagram and Twitter. Like X-Men Apocalypse, he released Bryan Singer released the images for the new Nightcrawler through Facebook. He said, "Here you go, guys," and just put up the picture and said, "This is our new Nightcrawler." So first of all he confirmed that Nightcrawler was going to be an Apocalypse, and second of all he said, "Yep, this kid is going to be it." What do we think about this?
But what, Nightcrawler or the fact that he's using social media?
Both, yeah.
I mean, social media I think is actually a bigger outlet as far as advertising goes. At least I think nowadays than actual advertising.
Mhm.
If you get something trending on social media,
Mhm.
on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever, it explodes
It
like all
does.
over the
I agree.
underground.
He's
Yeah.
so
And
skinny.
Yeah. Isn't he that little kid? Yeah.
He's so
But I mean,
he's a
the
baby.
great thing is that because the last film, Days of Future Past, Quicksilver was one of the best things about that film. So all these side characters are starting to become. I would love to see like a battle between Quicksilver and Nightcrawler and see who wins. That'd be really badass. Cause that from X-Men 2.
Silver Surfer?
No,
Wait,
Quicksilver.
no, Quicksilver.
The
Okay, I
speed
thought you
dude,
said
yeah.
Silver Surfer for
No,
some reason. I
Quicksilver.
was like,
The best scene in X-Men 2 was the opening scene with Nightcrawler when he went and killed the president. That was
oh
like
yeah.
so where he was teleporting and doing all kinds of shit around the White House. That was so badass.
Deadpool is still my favorite character from the X-Men universe.
Speaking of Deadpool, movie is confirmed and with the possible another 2 sequels with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. And
He's so hot.
they're still trying to push it as a rated R movie.
It would have to be knowing Deadpool.
I
He's
agree. They
Yeah.
if they're gonna do it, they have to do it. Cause do you remember like I think last year there was that full rendered
I do
Deadpool
remember seeing that, yeah.
short scene
And it was gone in less than probably
but that is the reason
two
why they're
days.
making the movie. Cause the outroar of that
Oh, it
little
was
short,
such a good,
so
high
good.
quality thing.
It
It
really was.
captured Deadpool perfectly.
It did. It made him
I haven't seen
sarcastic and
anything else capture Deadpool as perfectly as that.
nope. The video game was actually pretty good capturing him.
I
Cause
didn't actually
break
get a chance to play that.
well, I mean, Deadpool is all about breaking the fourth wall. Like he knows he's in a video game or he knows he's in a movie, so they have to do that in the Deadpool movie. He has
Yeah,
to break the fourth wall.
he if he doesn't break the fourth wall, it's not Deadpool.
No, he's self-aware and it's really funny and it's awesome. Um,
And
uh,
I know in the Marvel fighting game, like Deadpool will literally grab his own life bar to beat people up.
yep, that was absolutely hilarious. I loved it.
Awesome.
Another thing is that the guy who made I can't remember his name. The guy who made District 9, uh, he like a couple months ago he leaked images on concept art for an Alien movie that he was working on, and now it just got confirmed. So we're having a new Alien movie because people demanded it on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm really excited about Chappie. He's doing
Oh
Chappie.
yeah, it's coming out this week, I think.
Oh
It's
no
coming out
way!
soon.
I'm
It's coming out soon. I know that.
Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah,
That
Neil Blomkamp. That's what it is. So yeah, so he's doing a new Alien movie with
sweet.
some of the original actors and everything. It looks really cool. Uh, Another movie, Star Wars, the whole battle between Zack Snyder and J.J. Abrams back when Star Wars was being promoted. They would have like different photos in, like Star Wars people in the Batman universe and like arresting Batman, stormtroopers arresting Batman for speeding in his Batmobile. And then J.J. Abrams put Jar Jar Binks as Batman, like the Cape Crusader. Like, and they would go back and forth. And the biggest one of all, I think J.J. Abrams won. He put the Tumblr, the actual Tumblr from Batman, Dark Knight and stuff, as a little knot onto the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, like a custom made thing onto the Millennium Falcon. So that was just like, I win, essentially. And so, but it promoted both of their films because they're both really good friends. And it promoted both their films immensely. Hype for Star Wars was insane and still is because people have
Oh,
no
yeah.
idea what's going to come. And we're just been getting little leaks here and there, which I love. I love getting little tidbits and seeing like trailers that show nothing about the movie and stuff like that so people can contemplate. And then another thing, I don't. Do you all know any other cases where recently directors have released things on social networking, giving hype and kind of like saying, "Hey, this is going to be in the film. I haven't told anybody, but here you go."
No, I've told everybody.
Yeah, now I've told everybody. But it's not like a traditional thing to do. Like you don't release like they don't release a trailer. They just release a picture, and it gets so much more hype than a trailer does.
Yeah.
Well, it's I mean, like I said, social media, it'll explode all over the place,
But
but I
it's
think it's
going
more
through
of
it's going through the director instead of going through
well, yeah, you
the
hear
production
directly from the
company.
guy himself, like, "Hey, I'm
Exactly.
thinking of putting this in." Hey, I
Mhm.
think it's almost like a like how you would watch someone that's doing a Kickstarter would do it,
Mhm.
Um,
Exactly.
you give money to it or whatnot on Kickstarter, and they keep you constantly updated.
Mhm.
If director of a movie kept people constantly updated on how the production of a movie was going, I think it would keep people immensely interested. Like this day, an actor accidentally crashed the cool car it's supposed to be driving.
Mhm.
Ha! So
Yeah.
little tidbits like that. Oh my God, advertising wouldn't need it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great way how to hype a film without telling you anything about the film.
It's true.
Which I love. I hate seeing trailers that you feel like you've seen the entire movie based on the trailer.
Well, the
I hate
thing is
trailers
like
that
social media it's a free outlet,
Mhm.
and it's an amazing way to, I mean, think about it, money wise. It, I don't know. Case in closed.
Yeah. Another recent movie that has since kind of gone downhill in the U.S. at least, but has still made a shit ton of money. 50 Shades of Grey. We didn't really talk about it in our Valentine's Day podcast because we recorded before Valentine's Day. But yes, 50 Shades of Grey. Did anyone see it?
Not yet, but I
Oh, you're going
I
to.
don't
yeah.
think I have an interest in seeing it. It would take Leah dragging me to it
Did
to
you
go
read
see
the
it.
books, Leah?
No.
Okay, so you're going to it completely blind, essentially.
Yeah.
Yes, with a blindfold on.
So,
Just kidding.
does anyone, so you do want to see it.
Of course I want to see
I'm in
it.
the knowledge where I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's another reason why I want to see it is
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't really care. I'm not into the hype. I'm not into it. I just want to see it. Like I'm just curious. I mean,
See,
it's like
I think I'll wait until Netflix.
Yeah.
It's one of those
I'm
movies that I'm
I'm
just
in
like,
that same boat. Like I would just wait till it's convenient enough for me to watch it,
mhm.
and then I'll watch it. But
I'm
it's
just
not
gonna
something I
get
think
really drunk and
I'll
then
go after.
See, that's another good thing. I would get really drunk and go see it too.
that's my
Yeah.
plan.
Oh, we can do a segment of see no movie, hear no movie.
I don't have the greatest history with that kind of approach.
No, we should do see no movie,
So
hear no
thank
movie,
you for
Leah.
that. Yeah. Mhm.
You should tell them that story.
What? Oh, drinking? No, I've heard tons of them and I've done it. I passed out in the Lorax.
What?
Yeah, we brought in like 3 bottles of wine and I had one to myself
Jesus
and I passed
Christ.
out because that movie was
Wow.
boring.
That's so
I
funny.
You
passed
didn't
out
like
in
the
the
Lorax
game.
even when he started singing about making
That
money and
was
I
whatnot?
didn't get to that part.
what I didn't even.
I was already
Russ
asleep.
loved that.
I was already asleep. I woke up like the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh my god,
And
that's so funny.
I was right next to Leah. I don't know how she didn't realize I was asleep.
You're just a very peaceful sleeper.
I
From
guess
here.
so. Is anybody mad about 50 Shades of Grey that the actor refused to do full frontal for a movie like that? Because she didn't. She said, I'll show whatever, was up for whatever, but he said, I don't want to show my penis.
Maybe there's a reason why.
I'm just saying, Game of Thrones shows dicks all the time, and other movies like that, they show penis all the time. If I'm gonna see a movie like that, I want to see his penis. I want to see some
Why? Wait, what?
penetration. I want to see everything. I mean, come on.
God, oh my
Just
god,
made
oh
my night.
my god.
It's why
I'm
wouldn't
so-
I?
So I
No,
get
no,
your point.
Thank you.
I
You get my point.
totally
Go
get
big
what
or
you're
go
saying, and I
home.
totally agree because you know what, men
Go
don't
big or go home. What are you
frontals.
talking about?
Yeah, equal. That's my thing. It's equal opportunity. If the woman's gonna
Exactly.
show it, then you should show it too. But
Exactly.
people, if they showed it,
Good
it would.
point.
If they would showed it, it would not have been like PG-13. It would not have been rated R. But a
Wouldn't
woman
have-
can show her boobs all day long, and it can still be a PG-13 movie.
Exactly.
True.
Thank you. Oh my
It's the
That's
same
a really-
thing.
Thank you.
A guy's penis is not attractive at all. Who cares? It's like nobody wants to look at it, but having it makes it like it's gonna make it a better movie because that means the actor was fully committed to the movie and the part. To me, it just feels like he wasn't fully committed to the part, so he didn't want to do it just in case the movie bombed.
I think I don't know. I guess because it's just not common for a guy to go full nude.
It's a
No,
societal.
Daniel Radcliffe did it on live stage.
well, yeah. Well, I'm saying
Well,
like
it's more of a
he's one of the
European
rare
thing.
ones, and Daniel Radcliffe is just known for doing kind of daring stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one of the few. But I mean, it's a very common thing for guys to just not show their wang. They just don't want to do it.
Well, no, I feel like showing the wing is a
And
bit more
especially-
like offensive, almost. You don't see too many
I
women
think
wearing.
that's the problem. I think that's
Full
the
nudity.
problem.
It's still seeing a guy going full nude, not so much as that he won't do it, so much as showing a penis is a lot more troublesome than showing a tits.
They showed
Hey, why?
they did it in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and he did the helicopter with his penis. I mean,
It's a lot more shock.
he did
Why?
it, and it was in a comedy. I mean, I guess with that comedic element, it's different, but it shouldn't be. That's the problem that I'm trying to get at. That there
Equal
should
opportunity. You're right.
It's stigmatizing it.
Yeah,
it's making it a taboo type of thing.
exactly. It's the human
Yeah.
body. Everyone sees it every single day when they get into the shower. It's the
Why should-
exact same thing. Just because you're seeing it in a movie doesn't make a difference.
And the thing here is that we're so used to seeing the female body portrayed in all these ways that it's not. It's not.
Yeah,
it
the
doesn't
female
do-
body is a
We're
lot
kind
more
of numb
seen.
to it. We're numb to it. We don't.
Mhm.
We don't. It doesn't do anything.
There was a
Your
And-
body makes me numb.
There was a movie recently with Scarlett Johansson. I cannot remember the film, but
Under the skin.
she was
yeah.
fully naked, and
Under the skin.
it made me turned off, even though she was fully naked.
Under the skin.
Just because of her character, I was like,
The Alien movie.
I am not turned on by this movie at all.
I fucking
Even
saw that
though
movie in
even
theater.
though she is
Holy
fully
shit.
naked, she is not turning me on. So that's the thing, like just
Well,
'cause
are we talking about the same movie?
yes.
Dude, when she goes to because she's an alien, she doesn't
Yeah.
understand, but so she goes to bang this dude, and then he starts to go,
Mhm.
down there, and she's like so confused. She runs to the end of the bed and grabs a lamp, and it's
Mhm.
just like,
But I'm talking about the scene where she's like standing in the doorway, and she's like just standing there,
Like a
and
little
it's like the entire room is like kind of red, and it just, I mean, her character just, even though she was fully naked and she's a very attractive woman, just because she was naked does not mean I have to get turned on about it. Which
No,
I
Yes, it does.
No,
You
it
are
doesn't.
That's not
forced
what-
to
That's
get
the
horny.
thing. It depends, like, but I think that's the whole point. The whole point where people are saying, "Oh, when a woman's naked, it turns me on." Not if you do it right. Like if you do it in a classy way, or if you do it in a like they did with Under the Skin. They did it in a kind of scary way. She was an alien, and it was just kind of scary. So I don't know. I just think that we shouldn't make such a big deal about it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
but I mean, as far as the other actor, what's his name? Maybe it was just personal choice.
I mean,
I can respect that, but
Lizzie Kaplan, though, in Master of Sex, talks about doing sex scenes in movies, and she talks
She's
about
so
it being
hot.
liberating, and she's hot. She talks about it being liberating and something that's, it's interesting, different people's perspectives. I think it has to do a lot personally, and that's probably why he didn't do that. But I don't know. I mean,
I love that show. I love
I
seeing her naked, and I love seeing, like, I'm a heterosexual guy, but I love seeing the guys naked too. I just love the entire premise of the show, and she has really great tits. She really does. She's absolutely
Janice Ian.
she's such a gorgeous woman, and
Who knew Janice Ian would be so
I
pretty?
know. Oh man.
I love her. Lizzie Kaplan's great, and I have to
Mhm.
admit, I really did love her in the interview.
Yeah, agreed. She
She
was
was
funny. They honey potted the shit. They honey potted the shit out of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Moving on to different movies. Did anybody see Kingsman?
no.
Still haven't seen that.
I saw it. Absolutely great movie. It's one of those movies where you're like, when you go to it, you're like, I hope this movie does not take itself seriously, because if it did, this movie would be awful. But they kill President Barack Obama. They explode his head into like vastly purpley and colorful things with a choreographed fireworks scene.
Kill Obama?
Yeah, they kill the entire cabinet. They kill so many people.
Holy
It's great, but they do it in a hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And one of my favorite lines.
We killed the president. Don't worry, it's hilarious.
One of my favorite lines in the movie is, "If you save the world, we'll do it in the asshole."
What?
Yep, that's a line from the movie. If you save the world, we'll do it in the asshole.
I don't think I've even heard of
And the
this
guy
movie.
says, "I'll be right back." It's absolutely hilarious. Y'all have
Basically,
to see it.
if you save the world, I promise to have anal sex with you or
Yep,
something.
exactly. And it's like a Scandinavian princess talking to this like British guy. That's because
Oh,
she's
God.
like trapped in a dungeon or whatever, and
Okay, that whole spiel was like
it's
a lot
funny.
to take
You
in.
have to go see the movie. It's really
Anal
funny.
sex. Dead
The more the
presidents.
sense
Funny.
went along, the wilder it got. I'm just like completely.
And Samuel L. Jackson
Wait,
has.
you want to go wild? Should I pull my DVD of Bitch Slap out?
Oh my God, no.
Oh
No,
my.
there's no anal sex in that.
And
All of you were like, no.
yeah,
no.
no, I've seen it too many times.
I've only seen like
Samuel L. Jackson has a lisp, and
He
talks like,
does?
yeah,
A
he's
hit
like a
list?
super rich dude, and he has a lisp in the movie.
Oh, a lisp. I thought you said
Yeah.
list.
No, lisp in the
I
movie.
thought you meant in real life. I was
Oh,
about to
no.
be like, say what again?
Another
Say it.
movie.
What again?
The new SpongeBob movie.
Still haven't seen that.
Does anybody care? Like, my question was, are people still watching SpongeBob?
Yeah.
You bet they are.
Yeah.
Because I stopped
Children, yeah.
watching SpongeBob in the year 2000 when it destroyed all the good 90s cartoons. Because if you
You're
look
like
at
the only person I know that does not like SpongeBob.
if you look at the timeline, SpongeBob came in 1999. At the end of 1999, all the 90s cartoons got canceled because they were not producing enough ratings and views.
That's not entirely true because all that was on for until like 2003.
That's not a 90s cartoon.
Oh, well, it's a 90s show that was on Nickelodeon, which is the same fucking network.
No, I said 90s cartoon.
Okay, technicality.
And not just on Cartoon Network, like Disney Channel stopped a lot of their shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Saturday morning cartoons on Fox, they canceled a lot of
Yeah.
their shows.
You know what's the saddest part? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I know. I did. I did. Trust me.
Like the
As
saddest part.
like a 10-year-old kid, I was like, "Fuck SpongeBob! I hate this guy!" Ah, and I've only seen 3 episodes of
People have
SpongeBob.
like backpacks and like
I've seen
like,
3 episodes.
blew up out of nowhere.
I don't like
I
him.
don't know. Like I've seen a few episodes of SpongeBob, and you know,
Your
there are
hair's
things.
so pretty.
I
My hair.
I think
Thanks.
the best part of SpongeBob is what happens when you talk to Siri about SpongeBob. Like, hello, is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. And just like different things with your phone. Like, that is like the funniest part of SpongeBob to me. And if because I've never seen the show, and it's just funny about the things.
Hello, is this the Krusty Krab? Nope. Damn it.
What?
Galaxy doesn't do that.
Mm. Sorry about
I
that.
think there might be a few things Galaxy does do.
Yeah,
look it up.
It does. It does some stuff. You should look it up.
Does
moving...
she never mind. I was about to go on an inappropriate.
Moving on. Let's talk about Amazon drones.
Oh.
So when this was announced, because I live near LA, I was super excited. And for pretty much anybody who lives in a major metropolitan area should be super excited about it. Because you can order something on Amazon and get it in 10 minutes.
What?
Yeah. And have a drone.
I thought they banned that. Didn't they ban that?
Did. The FAA said no.
No. Yeah, because like everyone's gonna go fucking Target practice. And like,
Aaliyah, is the thing you have in your phone called Cortana?
Shit.
No, that's the Windows phone.
Oh.
Hers is Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We both have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Cortana is the Windows phone.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So yeah, the FAA said no to Amazon drones, and I can tell that people are getting annoyed of this conversation, so I shall move on.
No, I'm sorry.
Let's talk about swatting then. Brad, would you like to inform these two girls what swatting is?
Oh, I shouldn't laugh. Earlier in the show, we were asking about what they thought swatting was, and they've never heard of it. They don't know what it is, and they thought it had to do with swatting flies or something like that. But it's a
or
gambling.
Sexing or
gambling. Yeah.
something.
Swatting is a term that's come about recently. It has to do with mostly online streamers, people who are streaming games, something, a blog maybe online for extended periods of time, and people who dox them. Basically, if a person gets popular enough, of course, it also comes with the territory of haters, people that dislike them. And doxing someone basically means they acquire their information, namely their address. So swatting someone is when you quite literally drop an anonymous tip to the police that there's terrorists or something at their house, and the SWAT team has to go out to that house, hold everyone there at gunpoint until they figure out what's going on.
Oh my
And
god.
they do this while these people are live streaming, so they can see it on camera.
Yeah, so they see the SWAT team come in, point a gun at their head, yell at them to get in the ground and whatnot, and after about 30 minutes or so, they leave and whatnot, and everything's fine, and the SWAT team gets really pissed off. Of course, they get called out for nothing. But it's it's a prank, quote unquote, funny, but it's still
the SWAT team has
a
to do it.
horrible prank. I've seen people literally, crying because their 10-year-old brother was having his
tear gas
a gun pointed at them. Yeah, tear gas. Yeah, they don't wait for you. They barge in. It's the SWAT team.
Yep. Recently, one of the big people that has been the reason for a lot of SWATs has said that it comes with the territory for being famous. That if you're famous on Twitch or you're famous on YouTube, then you should either protect yourself more or be prepared to be swatted. And he has no remorse for it, and says that that's the price of fame, essentially.
Yep, I think it's happened to a couple of those big guys multiple times, and the SWAT team still has to go out there, even though they know this guy literally is just an online streamer.
Yep. There was actually a cop that was watching a stream.
Oh my god.
Watching a stream, and they got a call about the stream he was watching, and he had to go out there because of the call.
Ugh.
That's our tax dollars hard
It's so dumb. Like it's like kids
but at the same
but
time,
they have to do it just in case.
Yeah, at the same time, I don't know if we can actually get rid of that mandate that they have to leave, because if someone gives an anonymous tip that needs a SWAT team out there right now, and it's real.
Yeah, they have to do their job, and
I mean, this is just a caveat, really. We can't get rid of that, I don't think.
Yeah, and the police don't mess around with these threats. Like they don't at all. Like,
and they shouldn't have to mess around with it.
It's true, yeah.
But now, there's been like talks about trying to figure out how they can stop it, because they're having to bust into these people that are literally unexpected, and they're just playing a game and have they're not doing anything wrong and are getting held at gunpoint. Their families are getting held at gunpoint. It's not, a lot of times it's not just them. There's tons of videos about it out there, and if you want to know more, I would just search swatting.
Holy crap! 15-year-old kid gets 25 years for swatting.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very serious offense.
It's awful. Bring it around. I wanted to close out with some like three topics that are very similar. So we're gonna talk about favorite movies, favorite TV shows, and favorite new media channels, essentially. So let's start off with movies. Anybody?
That's a hard question, I feel like.
Well, you're the one
I'm
that
sorry, what
you're
was
the
the
one
question?
that put it up. So
You got all robot-y.
Oh, sorry. Favorite movies, favorite TV shows, and favorite new media channel, like YouTube, Vimeo, whatever. Everybody can thank Leah for this question, by the way, because she put it on the MindMeister.
Adult Family Adams is something that you've really been Adult Family.
Yes, Adult Family.
Adult, the Addams Family.
Adult Wednesday Addams. Adult Wednesday
That's
Addams.
really good.
And it's brilliant. And they just released another video I guess today or something, because it's Wednesday now. But anyways, yeah, they release a new video every week on Wednesday, and it's just really funny. Like it's like a Wednesday Addams living a regular life, but with all these weird tendencies that she has.
So
Like
what if I don't like the Addams Family?
You don't
well,
like the Addams Family?
I really don't.
You don't like Cousin
It's not
It?
the whole family. It's just her, and I think it's. I mean, I was never that big of a fan of like Addams Family, though I did like the 90s
Addams
movies.
Family?
Yes.
So I've seen that movie. I've seen like 10 minutes of that movie, and then I turned it off.
What?
I just don't.
Well,
It doesn't. It doesn't seem
I don't
interesting
know.
to
Like
me.
Christina Ricci as a kid playing Wednesday Addams was pretty cool. Like I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It really I liked it as a kid, but I think putting that character in like a real world situation is just really hilarious. Like
Cool.
so some of the writing's really great too, and
That's
I just
good.
enjoy it for that.
That's very
Yeah.
good.
So definitely check that one out.
Another channel that I mean, they have plenty of subscribers and stuff like that, but they've been producing constant good content, and pretty much probably anybody who watches this knows about
Everything
it.
slow.
But Wong Fu.
Thanks.
Anybody? Wong Fu. They produce a short a month. They have over 1 million subscribers and stuff. But some recent stuff they've been producing is really, really freaking good.
Wong Fu. Are they what are they based on? What's their platform of choice?
YouTube.
Like YouTube? Okay.
Mm-hmm. If you don't know about them, check them out. They have amazing high quality shorts.
Sounds like Freddie Wong or something.
No, it's different guys. They are Asian, but yeah. They one of my favorite shorts they ever did was Shell. Shell.
Oh wait, you made me watch that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I showed
That's
it to
really
you
good.
back in the day. But they've been producing like really high quality content recently, and will continue to do so. And I think they're working on a movie. So check them out if you don't know about them. I'm not even gonna mention Freddie Wong and Rocket Jump because if you don't know about them, you're like living under a rock by now. What else is another really good channel I've been really into recently? Anybody else have a good channel to watch?
Well, TV show, I love Scorpion. A lot of people love.
Oh yes, thank you for bringing that up. Scorpion is awesome.
Oh yeah, Scorpion, really good.
It already has a season 2 confirmed.
Scorpion, really good.
Scorpion, good.
It's about
good.
It's about like the fourth smartest person ever to recorded.
Yeah, something like that.
He has like 196 IQ, and it's about this team he forms. It's a really good show. Everybody should go watch it. Game of Thrones is coming out soon, season 5. Leah needs to catch up.
I have watched a video of someone being swatted who was wearing a Game of Thrones shirt.
There you go. Yeah, you getting caught up somewhat. Speaking of Game of Thrones, it leads me to Telltale, which is a video game
Oh, good
company,
game. Yeah.
and they made a Game of Thrones series. They're still making it.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead season 1 and 2, and season 3 is confirmed, and I think Tales of the Borderlands and other shows.
Oh,
But Lionsgate,
wait, you were.
Lionsgate just funded, or not funded, I guess donated, or whatever you call it when you give a company money. Um, gave Telltale a bunch of money, and they're gonna start releasing
Lionsgate, really?
Lionsgate, and they're gonna start releasing TV shows, like
Ooh.
television stuff that might be more interactive television, and media from Lionsgate, like their IPs and different games that they can make from their content, and Telltale. So it's like a collaboration. So that's freaking awesome. Like we said, Orphan Black is coming out, new season. House of Cards is on the 27th, season 3.
You said Heroes,
What
right?
about Faking It?
Faking It, I don't know when the new season comes out.
I think it comes in September.
So that's a while away.
It's a while.
Yeah.
I know. So long.
Yeah, the new Hero show, it's coming back. They really haven't told us anything about it. If you're a fan of Heroes, have you watched and like read the graphic novels online?
I have not.
It's kind of like a bridging the gaps apparently between where it ended and what's gonna happen
where it's
now.
leading up to.
And speaking of Heroes, so the season 3 and season 4 awful.
Terrible.
After the writers' strike and if you haven't seen the DVDs, if you don't have those DVDs, go get the DVDs, because the second half of season 2 is on the DVDs that wasn't released on TV. They're the lost chapters. Season 2 is absolutely amazing, because the big thing was the writers' strike that kind of ruined it. But a lot of the original writers from season 1 and 2 are coming back for the show. HRG is coming back.
Yes.
And
Zachary Quinto's he's not.
No.
He's not coming back as Siler.
No.
Fortunately.
Because he's on the new show Slap.
Yeah.
What is Slap about? Sounds like a game show.
Slap. I don't know if remember that it was a huge news thing where a guy slapped another man's kid. And it was huge controversy because you're not supposed to slap another.
No.
But that's what it was about, because the kid.
Back in the day, they didn't just slap him; they took a wooden paddle to him.
The kid was hitting him and being aggressive toward this man, and he grabbed the kid and slapped him.
Wow.
And that's what this entire show's about.
Is this real or?
No, it's an actual show, and that's an actual controversy and thing that happened.
Well, shit.
If a kid's hitting me, I'm gonna smack the kid. All right, I don't give a shit. Teach him some damn manners.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll have a TV show too.
I mean, hell, back in the day, we took paddles to kids that were, principals and whatnot. It's
but
people freaking out for no reason. Don't hit the children.
A lot of times you had to give, the principal permission to do that. This was just
they didn't care.
This was like at a barbecue. The guy, the kid was after him, and then the guy grabbed him and slapped him.
I guess it depends on how hard you slap the kid. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd smack a kid in the face. I mean,
he smacked him in the face. That's why it's called the slap. He bitch slapped.
Slap heard around the world.
Yep.
I'm not doing that.
I think any other things we want to talk about, guys?
I don't know. I think I'm all talked out.
Okay.
So that's it, huh? You guys don't have any more topics left in you?
Well, since tomorrow, is it today?
Is it today?
The day that this is coming out. No, the day that this is coming out is March 1st. So, happy March, first of all.
Yay.
And
it's my birthday month.
Because right after we're done recording this, we're gonna have a production meeting. By the way, guys, we're having a production meeting. And we're gonna talk about what is gonna be coming out in March and for the rest of the channel, and kind of. So expect all new content and seeing our faces possibly more, and new stuff from us. And I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Jevin, and these are these guys. And we'll see you
My
later.
Jevin
name
and
is
friends.
Brad.
And we'll
I
see you guys
introduced
later.
myself.
Bye.
Goodbye.